Good news there.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, a scene we saw a lot of during Hurricane Irma. Yeah, as it just
know.
pulled the water back and in. Powerful storm.
Boy, that is an
That's a huge understatement.
That's an understatement. Well,
really strong storm.
but it's true. But it's absolutely true. And we're going to take a look now at what's going on, because we are very, very different this weekend than we were last weekend. And you can see some of those showers that have moved on out into the Gulf of Mexico. And we are not looking at a whole lot of rain that's going to be redeveloping for the rest of tonight. So things are looking good for us. We've got those showers staying offshore, and we're going to start to see some clearing conditions as the night wears on. Maybe a couple of stragglers will come back on shore, but they're very light rains, and they're going to be moving off towards the southeast. So this is what it looks like as far as our FUTURECAST is concerned. We've got a couple of these showers at midnight right along the coastline, and you can see them just coming on in, and they're going to start to dissipate during the early morning hours. We are expecting to see those winds coming down out of the north, and that's going to really help to dry us out. So starting on Sunday morning at around 9, 10 o'clock, we're going to start to see lots and lots of sunshine around. Now take a look, because this is kind of interesting. You can see there's Jose way out here in the Atlantic, I mean miles away from the state of Florida. And so what we're going to be seeing is that as that storm lifts on towards the north, that high pressure system is really going to dig in, and that's what helps to bring and draw down that drier air across the state of Florida. And you'll notice that we're just not looking at any showers developing along our coastline. It doesn't really take place until late in the day that we start to see some of those showers, and that takes place on Monday. So we had a daytime high today of 92 degrees. Normally we're 89 and 74 for this time of the year, and we're going to see those temperatures back up near 90 again tomorrow because of all the sunshine and no relief. So we're not going to get any rain to be cooling things down. 81 for us right now. Our winds are out of the east at around 10 miles per hour. And as far as our weather headlines are concerned, we're going to start to see those clouds giving way during the early morning hours. We're going to be left with sunny and hot conditions tomorrow, and then we are looking at that drier air starting to move on down the state, and that's going to stay with us for a couple of days. So this is what we have, a very, very busy season still taking place out in the tropics. We have Jose, and we have Maria, and we have Lee. And now these are actually tropical storms that have become tropical storms throughout the day. Hurricane Jose continues to move off towards the north. We're going to be talking about that. Maria, this is the one that we're going to be keeping our eyes on. Lee appears to be moving towards the west, and then will stay out in the Atlantic. But Maria is the one that we're concerned with. Jose, not so much, because Jose is not going to be a problem for Florida. It is going to continue to move on up towards the north, and now most of the models are keeping it away from the U.S. mainland. A couple are taking it very close to the northeast, but for the most part, most of them are now starting to move off more towards the northeast. Maria, 50-mile-per-hour winds moving towards the west at 16 miles per hour, but over the next 24-hour period, she's going to start to take more of a northwesterly track, so she's definitely the one that we're going to be keeping our eyes on, especially starting next weekend. And as far as Lee is concerned, Lee, 40-mile-per-hour winds moving towards the west at 8 miles per hour, but really weakening as it starts to move into the central Atlantic, and so we're not likely to see this system becoming much of a problem for us. So that's the way things are shaping up. We're going to be really focusing on what's going on in the tropics next weekend, but this week we're still okay. This is what it looks like over the next several days. Daytime highs back up in the 90s. We're going to keep the rain out of the forecast. Adam?